Chapter 18 Comprehension Passage Learning Time. A comprehension exercise comprises a passage on which questions are prepared to test the comprehensive skills of students. They can write good answers only when they fully understand the meaning of the passage. They are able to express the meaning of passage in simple and clear English, and they clearly understand the question asked. Valuable hints: A. Read the passage carefully 2 to 3 times to get the general idea. B. Study the question thoroughly one by one and find out whether you fully understand them or not. C. Now write answers to the questions in your own simple words. Avoid the same text from the passage. D. The answer should be simple, brief and to the point. E. Use complete sentence. F. Revise answers and examine them carefully to see that they are clear and direct. G. Correct spelling, grammar and punctuation. Let me answer. What do you learn from reading comprehensions? Go through the following passage very carefully. In every country, people imagine that they are the best and the most clever and the others are not so good as them. As Englishman feels that he and his country are the best. A French is very proud of France. The Germans imagine that Germany is in many ways the greatest country in the world. Everybody wants to think well of himself and his country. But in reality, there is no person who has not got some good and some bad qualities. In the same way, there is no country which is not partly good and partly bad. We must take the good wherever it may be. We are, of course, most concerned with our own country, India. Most of our people are poor and unhappy. They have no joy in their lives. We have to find out how we can make them happy. We have to see what is good in our customs and ways and try to maintain them, and whatever is bad must be done away with. If we find anything good in other countries, we should certainly take it. Practice time. Questions. 1. What do people think in every country? Answer. In every country, people think that they are the best and the most clever and the other are not so good as them. 2. What do Germans imagine? Answer. The Germans imagining that Germany is in many ways the greatest country in the world. 3. What must we do? Answer. We must take the good wherever it may be. 4. What should Indians do? Answer. We should most concerned with our country, India. 5. What should be our attitude towards other countries? Answer. If we find anything good in other countries, we should certainly take it. 6. Find out the opposite words antonym for the following. A. Worst, bad. B. Sorrow, joy. C. Ill, well. D. Least, certain. Example 2. Unsolved. There seems to be a general opinion in this country that Sardar Patel was rather of a harsh and rough temperament. People used to call him Iron Man in the sense that one could rely on him for strict and efficient administration. But as a man, those who had the good fortune of coming into close contact with him, he was kind and considerate. At times, he even became emotional where his personal friends and followers were concerned. However, it goes without saying that the Sardar had great skills in organizing affairs. He knew the way of picking people and putting them in their proper places. Once he judged a man and found him correct, he trusted him fully and got him to do anything he wanted. Read the passage carefully and answer the following question. 1. Why was Sardar Patel called the Iron Man of India? Answer. People used to call him Iron Man in the sense that one could rely on him for strict and efficient administration. 2. What kind of man was Sardar Patel in his private life? Answer. Those who had the good fortune of coming into close contact with him, he was kind and considerate. 3. What was the reason for Sardar Patel becoming emotional? Answer. Where his personal friends and followers were concerned. That is the reason for Sardar Patel becoming emotional. 4. Where did the great skills of Sardar Patel lie? Answer. Sardar had great skills in organizing affairs. He knew the way of picking people and putting them in the proper places. Example 3. Unsolved. Of man's earliest invention, we know very little. The first might have been the use of a stone to crack a nut. The next was possibly the use of a stick to strike an enemy. Once men found that sticks and stones were useful, it was only a step further to the making of a rough weapon by fastening a stone to the end of a stick. Men used sticks and stones long before he dared to meddle with fire. The early men, like all wild creatures, dreaded fire. Fire, of course, existed. Fire lighting must sometimes have set the forest ablaze, just as it does today. And in those days, volcanoes were very much more active than they are now. The people who first dared to